Hello and welcome to the Android OS guide bonus content. This is some extra content I decided to throw in regarding Android as far as some fun and unique stuff like customization, tweaks, skins. It's a big part of Android, the personalization aspect. It's something we talked a lot about in the core guide, but I didn't get to really throw in and showcase a lot of that skins and themes and launchers and go into that in depth. So this bonus content is all about customization, customizing your Android inside and out, and a lot of the fun themes and tweaks to get out there within the Google Play Store, try out, and really make Android your own. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into the demo. So here we have my Samsung Galaxy S4 running 4.2.2. This is a simulated device. We're going to talk all about kind of customizing it, getting different launchers, trying out unique widgets, all that stuff to really make Android your own experience and kind of get the best of it and just make it your own. So first off, of course, icons. You can adjust icons as needed here. You can, of course, move them around. We talked a lot about this in the basics of navigating your UI. But the first thing you're going to grab, which we mentioned in the top central apps, is Nova Launcher. So you're definitely going to want to install Nova Launcher so you have a more unique layout and UI here. So you can see here we have my Nova Launcher home screen now. So this kind of takes precedent over the home screen. Basically, it's a skin of your home screen here. So it skins over your normal home screen. You can move icons in the same way. It has a nice little grid layout here. You can see that you can adjust your icons in. And you can easily make stacks within Nova Launcher by simply hovering an icon over another. So you can see how I did this earlier with Nova Launcher. This will basically make a little stack folder like this Google one here, where I have all apps in one folder here. So you can see, like I said, you can import from another launcher if you want here, restore from a previous Nova Launcher, but I'm going to go ahead and remove these here because I want to kind of just readjust my UI here. And I just want to kind of clean it up and tidy it up. So here I am going to go ahead and just adjust all of these so that they're in a straight line like so. And then I'll put that out here. I want that on the desktop. There you go. And then from there, we'll go into the Nova settings, which I briefly covered when I demoed Nova earlier, but I just want to really go about tweaking it here. So you can see desktop and wallpaper here. First off, you can go into the advanced settings and do things like widget overlap. This allows resizing of widgets to be underneath or on top of desktop items if you want that. You can also have a shadow if you want that. It's pretty cool on light wallpapers. First off, we're going to go ahead and change the home screen. So first off, let me just the wallpaper on the home screen. So what I'm going to do here, in order to change the wallpaper here, I can just hold on my desktop here. Now I have the option to add wallpapers. I'm going to go into my default wallpapers here, and we'll go ahead and use one that's a little bit more unique here. So let's go ahead and pick, I like this one right here. So we'll go ahead and go with this one right here. So you can set this as our wallpaper. Keeping in mind, you can do live wallpapers on Android. That's a really cool thing too. So if you want kind of like moving things, you can do that as well. It's all up to you. Again, we're going to go back to the Nova Launcher here. So here's my home screen right now. Hang on, let's go here. First things first, let's grab some widgets. So one of the really unique widgets out there, and one of the most popular ones, are that of something called Beautiful Widgets. So if you go into the Play Store here and you just go into the search and you go ahead and search, actually I think you can just type in widgets, you will see one show up here. Let's see if it shows up under apps, and go to 250 more. You can see there's just a ton of different widgets for you to check out and use depending on what you want on your home screen. But in this case, I want to look for a specific one. It's called Beautiful Widgets. So let me just go ahead and go back. Beautiful Widgets here. So use that. And you can see they have a couple of them here, Beautiful Widgets and Beautiful Widgets Pro. We'll go with Beautiful Widgets Free here and hit install and hit accept. And then from there, it's going to go ahead and install the widgets. So you can install all sorts of third-party widgets from the Google Play Store. And it's definitely worth checking out and kind of looking around and seeing what you want, depending on the theme you want. Now I'm going to open it here, and you're going to see here, basically, it's going to say you can just go in, and now that they're unlocked, we can go ahead and install a widget. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to my home screen here, and let me just set Nova Launcher as always here, and go ahead and add widgets. From here, I can go ahead and look at the beautiful widgets they have, and you can see there's a whole bunch of different ones I can choose from. So let's say I want a clock. So first off, I want a clock, and I'll say allow it to create widgets here. Create a widget, and then it says currently has no city available. So you can set a location and all that good stuff here. So you can use geolocation to use this, or you can just use this little thing right here. So you can see in this case, some of these for multiple locations, it's locked. You need to use, what do you call that? You need to use the premium one in order to get it here. So let's see if we can search a location, just one location. I'll go with, let's say I was residing in Los Angeles and I wanted the, or I just wanted the weather for Los Angeles. I can search that, Los Angeles, California. It's set. Now that's set here. I believe if I go back to my home screen, I can now set that widget here. Beautiful widgets, 2x1 clock, and we'll go with the weather theme here. And you can actually get more themes actually. So you can see you can get more themes throughout there actually. So let's go with just the default clock theme. And here we have it. There's a widget right here. So you can see the widget is now on the, you can adjust the background colors also to keep that in mind. You see the widget right here on the left. I'll hit apply. And now the widget is applied. So I can now drag it around here and adjust it where I need it to be. And you'll see here you have these 4 dots. This allows you to resize the widget depending on how you want it. So depending on your screen size, if you want it smaller, you want it bigger, you can have it all set depending on how you want it. So this is really cool, and this shows me a clock, but it also shows me it'll be tailored to that of the weather as well in terms of where I set the location. You can see I have the Google search bar here at the top, but I can easily just resize this as well. So this is really, you know, the full customization experience of Android. You can really rearrange every little thing on your home screen here and really make it your own. And again, keep in mind, I'm doing all of this just with Nova Launcher by itself and a couple of widgets from the Google Play Store. Going back here, there's a whole bunch of other widgets you can see. I can choose from all of these ones, music, picture frames. I can go back into the beautiful widgets and see what else they have. Looks like they have a color clock, toggle. They have another weather one right here, which I can use. So you can see, you can really just choose from everything that you want here and really make it your own. And if you want to get rid of it, it's as simple as clicking, or you can click on it to get the full details of here. But it's as simple as holding it, and then you can either drag it to the top here and remove it, or just hit the remove button. Additionally, again, you have multiple home screens, so keeping that in mind, you can go into Nova settings here and adjust that as well, you know, how you want those to be laid out. You can go under the look and feel and adjust the icon sizes here. Another cool thing is to go in and go under the, there's animation settings. Let me see if I can find those. Yeah, app animations. When opening an app here, you can adjust. So for example, you can have it like a blink. You can have it do a zoom. So what this means is when I click on an application here, you can see it does this kind of different effect versus before. You can have the dock customized here. You can have dock pages, dock icons. You can disable it or enable it. You also have the ability to go into the advanced setting here. It has dock as an overlay. So basically it appears on top of the desktop. So you can have that checked as well. So if you have that, just basically a dock as an overlay on top of your desktop here, as you see there. So it's really cool. Really, you know, that's just the very bare basics of customizing using that. But going further, you can even customize things like your icons. So you can actually use Nova settings to get different icons and icon themes. You can do things like the gestures and buttons here, for example. You can enable these under the Prime if you get a Prime gesture, which is basically Nova Launcher Pro. So that's definitely worth investing in if you really want to customize your look and feel of Android. But, you know, with that said, this is just the home screen that we're customizing. Keeping in mind, you can customize other parts of your Android device, like your lock screen. So with that, we're going to go ahead and jump in and show you how to customize the lock screen. So here we are in the Play Store. Just search the word lock screen. There's all sorts of ones you can find in the Play Store. For example, if you wanted an iOS 8 like lock screen, you can go ahead and install this one right here. You can simulate the iPhone 6's lock screen with iOS 8 here. So you simply install this, and you can see currently this is what mine looks like right here. I'll show you. So if I go and lock my device, I'm going to go ahead and power it off here. It looks like this right here. Or actually, maybe it's going to show you guys the iOS 8 one since I've already, let me go ahead and turn the device back on here, and you can see, oh no, here. So we have the default lock screen here, and this is what I have with my setting and themes here. You can see I can add a little extra tile there, and you can unlock it by dragging this any which way. So that's how I unlock my current device. But since I installed that iOS 8 one, this is how you get the iOS 8 theme here. So since I installed it, I can now use that customization. So again, I just went to the Play Store, I searched for it. I'm going to go ahead and open this now, and you can see here, I'm going to just say, I'm going to say, no, I don't need to use this right here, and exit out the advertisement, and I can go ahead and adjust the settings for this. So I can say preview it. I can go under settings here and enable the screen. So now it's enabled. And if I want to preview it, you can see this is what the lock screen will look like. And now I have this nice iOS 8 lock screen. Very simple. And then you can see here I can even use this to jump to my camera very, very simply. So very similar to iOS 8, has that kind of bouncing effect, the clock, very simple. And you can see there I can unlock it, and it's just like that. It's very simple. Again, you get that iOS 8 look and feel. And keep in mind, that's just a lock screen. You can even do iOS 8 themes and stuff of that nature. So now that I have that set, you can just lock your device here and unlock it. Once I have this installed, I'll hit the unlock button, and here we have it. The iOS 8 lock screen is now my lock screen. So I can just swipe it, and I'm back in Android. So that is how you customize your lock screen. You can just install any which one you want from the Play Store, of course, uninstall it when you want to use a different one or whatever it may be. You can get older Android lock screens, you can get futuristic looking ones, you get all sorts of crazy stuff depending on how you want your iOS, not your iOS device, but your Android device to look like. If you want it to look like a complete iOS device, then that choice is yours. Again, this is just a full look at the customizations. Adding to the home screen, you can add on a lot of other stuff here. You can add shortcuts, you can add apps. Nova Actions are a big thing for Nova Launcher. So for example, you can add a recent apps button, you can add a expand notifications thing, toggle dock on and off here. So for example, a cool one might be, let's see here, I want to go with actually show previews here. So this show previews button, basically, if I tap this, it shows me a preview of all of my desktops here, and I can easily interact with these desktops and you rearrange them however I want. So basically, this is how you have that kind of 3D cube. This is what the cube is kind of visualizing if you fans it all out. So that, and I can click on the desktop I want to jump to, and you can see I can easily just navigate to those. So you have multiple home screens, and this just allows you to show previews of all of them depending on how you have your system set up. So you can have like a widget here for your email. You can have your calendar on this one, for example. So I'll have my calendar here and then expand this one, and then on my right screen I can go ahead and drop another widget here. So let's add my let's add the Google Play Store. You can add a Google Play Store widget so you can see your recommendations, for example, for all. So I'll drop that in here, and now I have a Play Store widget that shows me what's the latest and greatest in Play Store. And now you can see if I go back to my home screen here and do the preview, I have all these different ones on my different home screens here, and I can rearrange it as needed, however I want to tweak it and adjust it, and then jump to whatever home screen I need. So again, this is just a overview and all of the customizations that is a part of Android. I really just scratched the surface. This is a lot of it was done with Nova Launcher. Some of it was done with some third-party themes that you can download from the Play Store, like the iOS 8 lock screen and all that, beautiful widgets to throw on your desktop. Really, you get to make it your own. From there, it's just up to you. Your creativity is really your limit here. So hope you enjoyed this. This is just some bonus content when it comes to Android and customizing it and really making it your own. Of course, check out the core guide by watching the previous videos, and thanks for watching.